Okay, we're live. Now, I was recently asked the question, do I, if I have a whole drum set, how do I, how do I mute them quickly instead of having to go through seven to eight or however many channels you're using on a drum set? So let's just say, for example, I have my drum set from 1 through 7 or 8 or whatnot. Typically, I run overhead left and right in 1 and 2, snare top and bottom in 3 and 4, kick, and then the 3 toms. And then if you go, this here is Master Fader 5 on Windows PC. Sorry about that. If you click up here on the top left corner or at the top of each channel, you'll get this menu. This is DL16 demo, by the way. Sorry about that. And now you can assign each of these channels to a mute group right here, 1 through 6. You can also go to the top right corner and click on the mute section here, and it'll show you 1 through 6, and you can assign that way also. If I were to use mute group 1 for drums, I can type that in and then select however many channels I have for the drums. And then when you click on mute drums, it'll automatically do it for you. Now, if for some reason you did it manually, individually, and you unmute the drums, it will still stay muted individually like that. Another thing you could do is, for example, you have a whole bunch of vocal microphones that don't have mute switches. You can assign that also. Let's just say vocals. And that's channel 9 through, I don't know, 12, I guess. And then you can multi-select, make sure that's selected, and you can mute your drums and vocals at once. And let's just say you only have if you're a house of worship and you only have a lavalier mic in channel 16, then you can also mute your instruments, assign that to another mute group, and then your instruments will be muted. Now, if you're in a live setting for a concert or something like that, and you have an MC that comes up on stage between sets, between musicians or something like that, you can assign mute 6 to all, I guess, and leave your MC unmuted. So that's a good way to do all that. But if you for example, for some reason you have it assigned some weird way, and then you want one of your channels to always be unmuted, you can also turn it off from here or turn it on from here. And that should be it. Now, another way that you can quickly mute and unmute your instruments or vocals or whatnot, you can assign them to a VCA. The only thing about that is you'll want to try to turn them off from your mains, and then have them to go into the VCA, and then the VCA, you'll have that go out to your mains. No, that's not right. I'm sorry. I think I'm thinking about sub. Yeah, I'm thinking about sub. So you can have here, let me go here. Sub 1, select 1 through 8. This will be the drums. All right. And automatically, the sub will automatically be routed to your mains. So if you don't have that particular instrument or channel going to your mains and going to your sub, the instrument or that channel will initially go to sub 1 or wherever you assigned it first, and then from there it will go to your mains, and then you'll also have additional DSP for that entire group of channels that you sent to the sub. Now VCA kind of works in a similar way. It's basically another set of faders for that group. If you assign it 1 through 8, for example, if you turn this down, it will turn these down proportionately to each other. And likewise, if you go higher. That's the difference between sub and VCA, as far as I know. And you can also change this view to however you want it through this menu right here. You just have to assign it. You have view A through F. Let's just say A is I don't know. You can put I don't know. This is all assignable. You can change this around the way you want to. I don't particularly have a necessary view that I use. I typically only just go 1 through 16 and just swipe, but it does make it more convenient when you have 32 channels. Let's just show that, for example. So instead of having to scroll 32 channels, you can actually assign, let's just say, all your drums and then your instruments here. Drums and instruments. Close, and then once you click that, you'll just see channel 1 through 12, and you can also assign your subs or your VCAs, so you can see all the channels, and you can adjust them like this to make it a little bit more simplified. If you have your vocals, I don't have it assigned yet. So if you have your vocals here through 13 through let's just say 18 or whatever, there you go, put that there. Assign all your subs and VCAs. They can still be on the same screen as that, and you can adjust that way also. There are a lot of options you can do here, but that's essentially the easiest way to do this, and that's it. If you have any other questions, leave a comment. I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Thank you.